What's up, everybody? How you doing today? Is my volume up here? What's going on? Happy Thursday. For all of you that haven't looked outside yet, once again, Mother Nature is showing that she has no clue what she wants to do. Hook and Eyes, good morning, buddy. Rumbleseat, good morning. I don't have a ton of time this morning, but I want to talk about a couple exciting things that happened yesterday. One predominantly, I had a meeting yesterday morning at the venue for the Ice Bowl with Scott, one of the owners of Lakeside Outfitters, and Lakeside is going to be one of our vendors, and not just one of our vendors. He's going to be our largest vendor. If you haven't been in the shop down there on 31, I don't know what town it is considered. It's almost to the Sylvan Beach end. It's past Lakeport. Sorry, I got sidetracked. They have an incredible selection of ice fishing gear down there. Now, by the time we get to Ice Bowl, I'm sure that we'll have all been fishing for weeks by then. But this has been a weird year. In coming years, and Scott and I talked about it yesterday. In this coming, before next ice season, we're going to do the ice fishing show in December. As soon as hunting season's over, we're going right into the ice fishing show. But this year, they're going to, they're coming and they're going to be our main vendor. And I've got Scott hooked up with 700 square feet of space to sell at this show. And when you walk in the doors to the show, you're going to be looking right at a beautiful wall of merchandise. Now, they're not our only vendor. As of right now, this moment, I have Carl Kapford from Mad River Sports. Carl will be there with a full assortment of his ice fishing gear, rods, tackle, you name it, lures. Nick Sokolowski, Captain Nick, Soko Guide Service, also Soko Baits will be there doing a seminar for us and selling his wares and all of his plastics. Excuse me, I got a little frog in my throat. All right, better. So right now we have 3 vendors. I am always open for more. And a huge shout out to every single one of you out there. I think last night I counted 12 different people that shared our posts. The only way this is going to be successful and the only way we're going to continue this roll into Walleye Fest, into all the other cool, fun things we're going to do is through participation. And so let's just say that everybody outside of our little group has no idea who I am, who we are, what we do. And in my opinion, that's a shame because we're going to be doing a lot of cool, fun stuff that anybody who's a fisherman is going to want to get involved with. And that, I think, is reason enough for us to share and open our arms to everybody out there that wants to come sit at the Cool Kids table, because it's unlimited seating with us. So I want to thank everybody out there last night who shared our post. And really what I'm asking you is for a commitment once a day from now until the Ice Bowl. Even if everybody did it for one day, but if everybody out there watching this goes to not YouTube, goes to Facebook or Instagram, they can share the post. It's got all the details on it. Courtney she's made 2 flyers already. I call them flyers. I don't know what you would call a digital that has all the information on it. So let's call it a flyer. She's made 2 flyers already. She does an incredible job with that stuff. She does all the thumbnails for our videos. Well, up until recently when I did a few, and you can tell that they're not nearly as good. She really is a whiz with that stuff, and completely self-taught. But so she's got that going on. And, really, 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 I thank you for everything yesterday. But going forward every day, I'm really tasking you guys with helping me, and all the people that message me and say, hey, Matt, if you need a hand with the Ice Bowl, if you need a hand with Walleye Fest, just let me know. Well, this is the first phase of, hey, I need help. And that help is sharing and getting it out there. Sharing is caring. And if you care about what we're doing here collectively, then I ask you share the content and get it out there so people know what's coming up. Carl also. So I got off the phone yesterday after a great conversation with Mr. Jim Yard, who is the new owner of Caddy Jigs. I wanted something to do as a doorbuster giveaway, kind of like a Black Friday thing. And I said to everybody yesterday, the first 100 people through the door get something. Okay, well, what you're going to get is a custom color, custom Caddy jig that I'm going to customize personally. And everybody through the door now, it's free to get in. And I'm going to give you something. And so yesterday I get a message from Carl Kapfer who says, hey, I'd love to donate 50 more lures and go to 150 people, the first 150 through the door. So not only are you going to get a great event, you're going to get 2 seminars. Brian Hammond is doing one on ice fishing walleyes on Oneida Lake. Captain Nick Sokolowski's doing one on perch fishing in Oneida Lake, but also when and how he downsizes for the walleyes on Oneida Lake. So you're going to get 2 great seminars. We got a 4-hour evening. I don't want to say it could go longer, but it could possibly go longer. We're going to have tons of great shopping opportunities. You got a cash bar. We're going to have food available. And we're going to have a lot of fun and camaraderie. We've got raffles. We've got door prizes. So, crazy, right? Doesn't that sound like a lot of fun? I just want to do things that are fun and that we all have fun doing together. That's how communities work, and that's how I want our community to work. So tons and tons and tons of great stuff going on right now. The atmosphere around all of this is super positive. It's charged with electricity, and I am just smiling from ear to ear. You can tell, right? I'm kidding. I'm smiling from ear to ear, inside and out. And so it's very exciting. So and I'm going to keep talking about it every day because it is the most important thing in my world right now. While I'm still doing Walleye Fest in the background, we have a big meeting on that with my group, with everybody that's involved currently. Ton of people that have asked me, can I help for Walleye Fest? And the answer is going to be a resounding yes, because I'm going to need help with weigh stations, with ticket sales, you name it. The day of the event with just bodies. And the same thing with the Ice Bowl. I've got a couple people already that they're like, well, we don't ice fish, so we don't care to listen to all that stuff, but we'd love to come and help. You got it, Toyota. So I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew this morning. I'm excited. The weather is not exciting me terribly. 33 degrees, a southwest wind. I live here on the river on the west end, and all day yesterday and all night with that east wind, we had just piles and piles. The river was full and choked off a couple times of ice floating downriver. It's not a good sign. It's coming from the main lake, obviously. Driving back and forth to Sylvan Beach yesterday, the east end of the lake in the middle still stays open. Where I said that I saw guys fishing out of Bernards Bay all week, they're gone because that whole Bernards Bay area opened up. That ice shelf that went out probably half a mile broke up in the wind. So I say it every day. If you're going to go out there, be extremely careful. That's all. I want you around. I don't want you to go. I don't want you to do something that's so crazy that it costs you dearly. You need an airboat. It's funny, Bob, because I got to go. My neighbor's got one. Got one, not an airboat, one of those hovercraft deals. And I thought of it yesterday. I really did, because you could carry an auger with you, and if you got out on the ice, you could sit in the because the thing I didn't know is, and I have to ask him, and I don't even know if he'd let me use it, but I'm pretty trustworthy, right? Well, shit, when my boat broke down last summer, I had about 10 people call me out of the blue, a couple of people I didn't know, and say, hey, if you want to take our boat, go right ahead. I'm like, really? Yeah, sure. I didn't. Only because I'd have felt terrible if anything would have happened. Not that anything was probably going to happen, but I didn't take them up on those offers. But, it's worth a shot. The hovercraft in question hasn't moved in years since I've lived here. I mean, that's going on 15 years, 16 years today. This is the longest I've ever lived any place in my life. Maybe it's because I can fish off in my backyard every day. That could be why. I told Courtney years ago I'd be willing to move as long as she could put me in a house that was on the water somewhere. Problem is, there ain't many places outside of upstate New York where you could do that and not be, Jeffrey Bezos. But I digress. So yeah, we have a lot of great stuff going on, and so I'm super, super pumped to announce this deal with Lakeside Outfitters to come and be our main vendor. If anybody has any connections in the like snowmobile area for dealerships, I was thinking about. I just thought of it this morning. Actually, it's amazing how things come to you. If anybody has any connections with like Ingalls or anything like that, man, I would love to see. I would love to see them come and put some of their sleds out on display here for the ice fishing show. You never know. I mean, they might just sell a couple. So if anybody has those kind of connections, DM me and I'll go and talk to them directly. I always like doing something on a reference as opposed to a cold call. Obviously, I think, but I'm a big fan of networking. We all network every day. A lot of you guys that didn't know me from Adam, a month ago or a year ago, I love networking and I love doing business within that network. And it's not necessarily always about a deal, but to me, in a lot of ways, it is about peace of mind. And it's about the peace of mind that I hope, and I'm sure it's not always the case, and someone can always try and screw somebody. I don't look at the negative in that, and I don't really even engage that possibility in my head. If someone's given me a reference, then I trust the person and I trust the reference, And so at least I go in differently. Now, some might say that I'm naive, and maybe in some ways I am. I always, 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 always give people the benefit of the doubt until such time as they've abused that privilege and I have to think otherwise. Um, this fishing community at large, beyond us, this bigger fishing community in upstate New York, let's just say, or the internet fishing community around Oneida Lake, or whatever body of water it might be, can be a little petty sometimes, and there's a lot of clicks in oh, I love this guy, but I hate that guy. I don't use the word hate to begin with because it's unnecessary. I can't think of anything. The only thing I would ever put into that category would be going to the dentist. I don't like the dentist. I don't like the dentist. Not one bit. I still don't think I would say I would hate the dentist. My point in that was you guys have no idea. Sorry, I'm playing with my two new GoPro mounts for my phone. So the old one I had broke, and this is what connects to the GoPro mount, and so this is for holding my phone securely on all of my GoPro mounts. So I got them from Amazon yesterday, and I'm sitting here playing with them as we're talking because I fidget. If I'm working, I doodle. If I talk, I fidget. So that's why it's off camera, so you guys don't know it. I probably shouldn't have told you that. Kaz is safe. We'll go through comments in a second. There's a couple good ones. Anyway, I got to finish my thought. Look at me. I'm remembering where I was. I get messages, and I get a lot of messages every single day. And some of them range, most all of them, as with everything else in life, is overwhelmingly positive. But you get people still that'll message me and say things that aren't necessarily positive about other people, whether I know them or not. And I don't involve myself in that stuff at all. And I don't care who you are. If you come to me, I'm going to afford you every possible chance to be the best person you can be while being the best person that I can be. And the mantra of the free country that we live in is innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, you might have done wrong by other people. The problem is those people telling you about that person that did them wrong are only giving you their side of things. And honestly, as adults, how often is there really only one side to something? I'm sure there are times, but it's probably not often. So I don't get into that stuff. And so my point of that is some of the click type stuff that's in our fishing community. And I'm sure some of you may have looked at me over the course of the last year and go, why is he fishing with them or him? Or why is he talking about this? Because I'll talk about whatever I want to and whoever I want to, and I'll do whatever I want when it comes to the show and to fishing. And I can guarantee you that if someone is there with me, that I am on good terms with them. And how everybody else perceives them is irrelevant to me, because between me and them, we have something solid. And because if not, I wouldn't be involved. I just don't deal with gossip and negativity and backbiting and all that stuff. Because if you want to do that, that's great. I'm not stopping you. I'm not telling you not to do it. Just don't do it near me. And if you do it near me, then I will just remove myself from the situation. It's really that simple. And so I guess that's my point of saying, if I'm with that person or that company, then they have passed my test, which usually means at the very least they've never done anything negative with me. So I can't affect how everybody else perceives that, but I can tell you that going into it, I'm not in any sort of business relationship or friendship with anybody who's an asshole. Pardon my French. And I shouldn't sit, let me rephrase that, who's been an asshole to me. Um, and so, and then two, those people, I assume that if they don't do that to me and they're with me, then they won't do it to other people. Right? So that's my little thing, because I know there are groups out there going, I don't like this person. I don't like that business. I don't like this. I can't make everybody happy. It's not possible. I wish I could, all at the same time. But like I say, all I can tell you is that I'm vouching for them in the moment. And that vouch for me means that I assume that they're going to treat everybody well and at least respectfully. All right. Hook and Eyes, good morning. Rumbleseat, good morning. Stephen Eddy, Mark Webb, Eric Wisniewski, Randy Gushlaw, good morning. Have a great day. You too, buddy. Let's see. Any fin is possible. Good morning, buddy. Merlin, cold next week, maybe. Let's hope. It's got to turn sometime. We keep saying it every day, but it's got to turn sometime. Don't forget to hit that like button. Yeah, right on, buddy. Tell him. George Parson, good morning. Mike LeBlanc, Scott Tagata, Kevin Stone, Paul Messina, Tom Alexander. Man, look at all you guys. I love it, man. We all spend the morning together. It's awesome. I'd rather be out on the ice or rather be out fishing and all of us be fishing together or doing this while catching fish. But given everything, this is still pretty cool that we're all hanging out on a daily basis. I love it. I look forward to it every day. Cranking with Christian. Good morning. Anybody can figure out what song I just whistled? Scott's on here, but he just texted me. But I can't look at the text message while I'm talking to you guys. Heavy rain in Connecticut yesterday. No ice at all. It rained here yesterday, in between the snowstorms. The old joke has always been in upstate New York. Listen, wait 5 minutes, the weather will change. Now it's probably even not 5 minutes. Rumbleseat, you need an airboat. Yeah, we talked about that. I'm gonna go talk to my neighbor. I bet you I could work out a deal for it. Don Terry, hi Matt. Good morning, buddy. I'm going to check the ice tomorrow morning. LSB. I don't know what that abbreviation means. Randy Gushel, there's probably a lot of us thinking airboat. Yeah, right. All of those northern guys are going to go down to Florida and try to buy airboats that they do gator watching trips through the Everglades on. Wouldn't that be funny to see out there? Holy cow. Cranking with Christian says Kaz is safe. 7 inches with an inch of slush on top. Interesting. Well, it's higher elevation down there. People don't think that because it's south of here, but Kaz all the way down through those southern hills is higher elevation, and it can be as much as, I don't know how many, but quite a bit colder. So Dave Jordan. What's up, Dave? I got my totem here. Yeah. Dave Jordan says, too bad I don't ice fish. Scares the hell out of me. Yeah, I think anybody that's ice fished for very long has had some of those pucker moments. I can think of a time years and years ago, my cousin and I were in my little shanty, the little square pop-up ones, and you couldn't stand up in it or nothing. And you flipped it open like this, and there was the two where the holes were right there. Like I say, this was years and years ago. We were fishing South Sandy Pond, and cold, bitter cold. And we were tuning the what were we fishing for in there? I would assume probably panfish. I know we were catching fish, and all of a sudden that ice cracked while it was making ice. And again, everybody out there that knows, and you guys can tell Dave Jordan what it really sounds like. I mean, it sounds like an explosion. And we're sitting there jigging along, and it like this, and I just threw my glasses off. And the water shot up through the holes that we were sitting on. The crack went right through it. Now, it didn't open up or anything like that. It was just like this because it's building ice. And the two of us unzipped and jumped out either side of the shanty and laid on all fours like this, face down, thinking that we were about to be doing the backstroke, and scared the living crap out of us that day. I'll never forget that. I saw him not this season, but last season deer hunting, and he told that story. We were dying laughing. It was funny now, but man, I don't think I unpuckered for a week after that episode. So Dave, I don't think anybody that goes on the ice doesn't think or have that little bit of fear in them. You just have to play the probabilities and make sure that you're being safe in every way you can. Mike, those guys, Connecticut. I'm coming up alone and don't know anyone. Can't wait to meet you all. Great to hear about the vendors. Well, Mike, you know me. So I'll introduce you around. We have so many great people that are like-minded. It's going to be great. It's going to be a fun evening. Scott Dorada, good morning. Looking forward to Ice Bowl. Me too. Merlin the Wizard. My father once always told me that if someone doesn't like you or what you're doing, it's one less person to worry about. Yeah. Just Paul, Jingle Bells. That's right. I hum it year round. I don't know why. And I'm not a huge fan of Christmas necessarily. And my wife always picks on me about that, but I hum Jingle Bells year round. I don't know what it is or why. Oh, Don Terry, Lower South Bay, LSB. Okay. It happened once this year. I'm assuming about my story there. So 28 minutes. Man, I said I wasn't going to be long, and we're right back at 30 minutes, and I got to roll. All right, guys. So remember, here's my last ditch pitch. When I hang up, I'll get all this stuff out, and please go over, find me on Facebook or Instagram. I'd love it if you follow on those platforms as well, and share. You'll see the thumb. I don't, what the hell do you call them? Flyers. You'll see the online digital flyer for the event. Please share it. Please share it far and wide. Please let everybody know you're going to be there. It's free. I'm giving stuff out to people just to come and it's free. It's like that. What is it? Spectrum commercial. Free. It's free, but it has a lot of value. We're gonna have a fun time that night. So share the content. Help your favorite channel out. And if this isn't your favorite channel, then still help me out. All right. Thanks, everybody. I'm out of here. I'm going to the second most favorite place in the world, Home Depot. It's Thursday. The weekend's right in sight. I don't know what it's going to bring. I really don't. But it's going to bring something, and I'll see you guys tomorrow from somewhere. Oh, wait. I'm back at the VA tomorrow morning. How early do you guys get up? You want to do this on the way in, or you want to wait till afterwards? Let me know in the comments below. All right. Talk to you guys then. Have a great freaking day. A great day. Keep your tip up.